we are gonna be back testing the one candle system with you guys, and I'm gonna go with the prop firm settings here. I know a lot of you guys are trying to scale account, so that's going to be using here just to show you guys if you want to do this yourself, you can, and how you can actually implement it. With this session, you're going to get an in-depth into my mind on how I see the market and my perspective to the one candle system. Even though it's purely mechanical, there's some setups I avoid and some setups I even scale up on. So you guys will see that right now, and hopefully you guys learn a few things from this and you can actually apply it in your own trading. So I'm just gonna name this one candle, and then my normal sessions I look for are going to be indices, NAS 100. I use Owanda charts, and I'm also using the S&P 500 on Owanda. It'll be pretty interesting to see how fast we do end up passing this. And initial date, I think we'll go, let's do this. Okay, so, oh, no, go back. So let's do that to 25 March of this year. There you go. The dates 2025. Do that. Let's go with that. Bruh. Okay, what was it? Did it say the second or what? The 22nd. Okay, yeah, whatever. That's our end date, and then we'll do current date till now. Okay, profit target 10% max daily loss. What's this account? 100k account? 100k. So 5,000, that's 10%. Okay, yeah, that's what we usually go for. Okay, cool. So this plays out here. So very first thing, I always check that this is set to UTC -4, and then this is set to UTC -4 as well. And let's just move things that we don't need here. We're just setting up here. So right now you guys are actually getting my chart colors. There you go. That's the Novo Legacy chart colors. Okay, I'm gonna save this as, I'm gonna save it, but it's a lot easier to set up here. Yeah, the only thing we need to change now is just my, like, the things and the tools I use, but it's okay. So very first important one now is our GAN box. So let's get this out here. Clean up all these other labels when we need them. Take off all the time labels. Okay, and then take off those labels over there. Just change this all to a static blue, so I prefer. And then there we go. You should be all set up after that. So what is that for? Our CIT days. And there we go. Adding the power of 3 indicator here, so you can see the 4-hour candle as well. Yeah, time frame 4 hours. HTF power of 3 as well. Yeah, 2 candles, and there you go. There you go. Okay, so that's all the setup done. Cool. So now as always, 4 hour. Okay, so let's see how fast we can pass this prop firm account and get the 10%. So firstly, this is our 9 a.m. candle. Okay, but before we fully get into the session, I want you guys to take this seriously. This is meant to be more of an interactive backtest. So in the scenarios that I'm going through, think to yourself, what would you do in this situation? Would you enter where I'm entering? Would you have a different bias to me? Because what we're doing here is trying to reframe your perspective in the right vision. There's some trades that I don't take and some that I scale up on. And that's what we want to instill into you guys. Not just a strategy, but the intuition that comes with it. Enjoy this full comprehensive lesson. Okay, so we are now going to wait for the hour. I want to get the 5 o'clock candle. It's 5 p.m., 9 p.m., 1 a.m., and 5 a.m. Okay, so where we want to be is just looking at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, I don't like looking back too far. Okay, because I want to focus on the immediate trend, and what the immediate trend is telling me is that we are bullish. Okay, now where we are slightly bullish. Okay, and we also notice that we are in this range-like condition. So what I'm thinking right now is obviously CRT to see price taking out this high and then going towards this low right here. Okay guys, so now this, you already see we have a pretty much bullish bias. If you want to be nitpicky, you can also look at the, what is this thing? Okay, if you guys want to be nitpicky, you can also just highlight this FEG here. Okay, it doesn't really add major confidence, but it's just good to be aware of it, and then some external highs that price can reach. So all in all, we have a bullish bias, but the main thing that gave us an indication was this mid-level accumulation and this candlestick right here that is indecisive. So now we have that on the low time frame. I use the 2-minute time frame for my entries. I'm waiting for a sweep, and market open will occur at 9:30. So right here it is 9:30. There we go. So you're just gonna wait for a sweep of this area. So right now we need to get this sweep here. Let's see, okay, we haven't got a sweep yet. What's this? So this sweep is not sweep because that was 8:30. This kind of closed at 9 o'clock. I mean, yeah, closed at 9 o'clock. Let's take a look at S&P as well, because maybe that one already had a sweep and we're just missing it. No, yeah, so both did not sweep yet. Okay, both did not sweep. So right now I have no entries. No real entries. Unless we're looking at, yeah, the 4 didn't have a sweep. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just watch this and see if it recreates a CIT. Okay, we did have a semi sweep beyond S&P. I didn't notice that in the beginning. It's okay. So now re-entries. Since we've cleared out this range, we now have momentum to go higher. So I just want to get a retest of this high, similar to our CIT. Okay. If you guys haven't watched the full course, I recommend that you go watch it and then come back so you can get a bit more insight. But that's essentially what we're waiting for, just a retest into these levels. Okay, so here we got into this area. We just test this area. Now I want to see bullishness from here. Okay, there we go. Where is my position tool? And then for our TPs, I had to actually go into the Discord to get these levels because we don't have them here. But it is, we don't need this. Okay, 1.272, 1.7. And then now this is how we're going to have to get our TPs. It is from our CRT higher to this CRT low that we get these extensions. So with our extension showing us, we're going to go for the 2145 and then stops below this low point. Okay, here we go. Now the trade setup, buy with risk of 1%. And then there we go. Save that. Okay. Let's see how price plays out here. This one's pretty high probability though. You can just see we reacting at that first level. Okay. That is the first TP there. On to the next day. So 4 hour, we're going on to the next day on the 4 hour time frame now. So right here you can see I had a completed CIT day here. Now this is the 9 o'clock, need the 4, 5 a.m, 1 a.m, okay, 5 a.m. Yeah, difficult to hold this to all those high points. Okay, so 5 a.m candlestick, what do we see here? A lot more different, a lot more impulsing going on here, continuation or following our bullish trend here. So this, we're gonna grab our same lines, that high and that low, and then now gap box as well. Just plug and play. Not looking too far to the left. I don't see this as a reversal. I always just assume the immediate trend. Same thing here. Assume the immediate trend with this. So this, we're expecting a bullish bias to the upside. We're gonna see what market open brings. 2 minute time frame. 2 minutes. We do see 8:30. Okay, 8:30 news was here. Explains. Ooh, okay, I might have skipped a day because yeah, there's kind of set up here, but it was still a bit choppy. This is not too bad. So the sweep that's happening here, still upon the range, just retesting this point. Yes, as well. Yeah, it's basically market close there. Okay, next day, there's a massive gap up here. Yeah, that was pretty good. 9 p.m, 1 a.m, and then 5 a.m. Okay, cool. So 5 a.m. right here on the next day. So this is still showing me bullishness. I want to follow it, so I'm going to just mark out this high and low, the GAN box, and then also do the same one in ES. ES actually has a lot less volatility though, so we just have to watch what price does. Then we're just going to do this as a CRT low and a CRT high, yeah. Okay, 2 minute time frame. So market open, so this will be 9 o'clock, okay. Really stuck in that optimum area, PM, 9 p.m. Okay, so next day, the 28th, we are 1 a.m. here. Okay, so we already see the 360 CRT that happened in the beginning of the session, so that could be good cause for reversal as well. So this, we're gonna have a bullish bias, clear and cut. Same thing from the high to the low, draw a GAN box, and then also we draw a GAN box. We don't need these. 2 minute. So now this is 9 o'clock. Can I just open? We immediately break out of the range here, which is good. Just need a retest of it. Let's see, we get a retest. Okay, we spiral away, just waiting. A sweep, or slowing down a bit more. Okay, right here we go, retest. Cool. Sweep over low. Need a change state now. Okay, I haven't done change state just yet. Okay, retouching the optimum zone. Oh, and then we get immediate rejection there. Okay, cool. That's all we need. Enter right there. Stop just below our 25%. Okay, and we are looking at our Fibonacci to this entire range. Yeah, let's see how far we can go. I'm gonna go with 1.7. The reason I'm confident in doing that is because I'm looking at all this bullishness we've been having the last few days. A bit more, would not. Okay, second trade we're taking now. Okay, retouching that area. Okay, cool. Textbook CIT setup. Let's just go through. Yeah, there's a checklist for this. Okay, so guys, the checklist for the CIT is also posted. But there you go. The retest took some time, but we finally did come back at 10:48. Next day, 4 hour. Yeah, pretty much just follow that bullishness. That's all we're doing. This is our 1 p.m. candlestick. 5 p.m. Okay, so yeah, I have to be a bit more careful. See, this is impulsive, more body than wick. This is indecisive, more wick than body. And we are kind of slowing down here. So I'm going to look at this more as CRT. Same way we looked at this as CRT like. Okay. I'm taking trades on S&P yet. It seems like NAS is doing a lot better. But yeah, both of them look like CRT days because they're indecisive candlesticks. Okay. Now 2 minute, 2 minute. Whoa, have these trades not been triggering? Oh my days. Okay, it's alright. There'll be more trades. Waiting for a sweep. Okay, so we got the sweep of the high first. So now we're looking for a sell-off. Okay, that's a good change state. Entry right there. Stop just above the highs. And now extension as well. CRT low to the sweep area. These are some juicy lows as well. I'm just gonna go to 1.27. Yeah. Wrong. You know what? I'm gonna just have the editor. Okay, so we just reached the CRT low. I'm not gonna go break even, but what I would do is like I'd just trail my stop to about 50% just so that if I do price does come back up, I'm losing half my risk. Okay, I think we just edged it a bit. I haven't got break even though. Yeah, literally if I did, I think, okay, I would win okay if I did go break even. Okay, so 5 a.m. is a lot more impulsive here. That is interesting to see. But this one of the days I kind of have like a shade bias because we have pre-market, we were conservative like, and then you have this massive impulse here. So there's one or two things that happen. Price swept the liquidity while we were asleep, and then I was trying to push, and then we have to try and jump on that bandwagon. We just sort of have to be careful how we do this here. So I'll still just get out our gam box here, 25% and 25%. 2 minute. This I'm literally not trying to be in there for too long, but I do like the impulsing, yeah. So that is 9. Okay, we really haven't reached the 25% yet. Okay, price is running without us, yeah. We can, to be fair, this is more like a chain state to me. So the fact we at this breaker block means it's good. I just need price to give me bearish sentiment or just push out of here. So let's just wait for that. Okay, it's rejected, not bearish yet. Okay, coming to 25%. So we came out and took out 9-3 highs. Still going to see, okay, might be going CRT, yeah. Okay, yeah. So now we've gone out of that area. Show no self bearishness. Yeah, I'll just target this low point here. This should be too bad. I really don't know, guys. Like, and in fact, with this, I would want to scale up. So if since we got the 2 winning trades, we scale up now because we've built a buffer. But how many trades have we taken? I'm just trying to do the math now. But this is pretty high. Seems I'm pretty sure somewhere past this thing. This is 2, 4. That's 6 then. Okay, but yeah, this is one of the ones we scale higher on. We built up a buffer. So yeah, I'm fully okay with risking 2% here. Okay. But yeah, this is what I would actually take over here. CIT as well. Continuation into the 25% to push down lower. Just edging it. Okay, what time is it? Yeah, it's 2 p.m. If we start getting closer to like 4 p.m., I might cut this out early. I don't want to hold it maybe into, especially this type of volatility. But what I'm thinking right now is that price getting liquidity on both sides, on both ends. So it's whichever one price wants to sweep out first. So we're gonna wait and see. Okay, sweep on the lows first. Okay, cool. And yeah, just 1 hour before market close. So we had a CRT, we had a CIT here, and CIT here. This we missed it. This we missed it. We pretty much missed the big days though. This is also pretty good. CIT here, 25%, literally within the optimum zone. And then yeah, it's this. I think this was CIT as well, CRT into CIT. But yeah, I think that's quite good. I think we should have passed the problem by this point, especially the fact that there is a 2.19 plus 2% would have passed it. Actually, let's actually do the math right now. And thing is, I'm statically going over just the base risk, like the initial risk, not on scaling risk. On that's 4.38. Yeah, 4.38 on that. So 4.38 plus the 3.75 plus the 4. I'll say the 4.1, then plus the 2. That's all. So it's 14 all. Yeah, so that's a profit passed, and on a 100k account, 14,000. Yes, 14,000 there. So can pretty much say at least phase 1 was passed. Phase 2 would be probably 5%. So we're gonna do a few more so we can see here. And we're not seeing the profit target was a blessing in disguise. Okay, that came back up. 1 p.m. 5 a.m. Okay, 5 a.m. as well. Same thing. Choppy markets require choppy entries. So this is definitely a CRT day. Yeah, this is definitely CRT. So why did I say this? It is because I'm looking at these candlesticks, indecisive. We have bullish, we have bearish, we have bullish, bullish. So it's sort of shade bias. It isn't just like here it was bullish, 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 or where it was here just like impulsively bearish. It's low volume candles. Okay. So I'm expecting a CRT from here. Yeah, there's definitely some good liquidity lying at these lows. Yeah. Okay, so what I usually look for is price to pull back up here. Yeah, we usually want to see price pull back up. Okay, we didn't close above this breaker block. I want to see it actually close above right there. Right, wait for close. Okay, I feel like I'm missing entries here. I feel like I'm being baited into a position. Yeah. Okay, we can close bullish here. Okay, I don't know what's going on this day. It's more of a 360 RT. I don't really use that one. I don't really use it a lot. I can see why price would want to use it. I'm gonna skip this day. 5 a.m. No, yeah, 5 a.m. Interesting. We do pull back into it. So this, I'm actually gonna leave that over there as liquidity. Then we're gonna do this, like that, like that. Right. So high probability that we could reach up here, but I usually take this as a sweep and reverse back up, and this is supposed to go high and break these ultimate highs. But the fact this high is being protected here, and I got rejection off here. I'm not going to take away the bearish incentive that we could be playing into right now. I'm going to really admire this on the low time frame and see what it does. All right. That was way too fast. That was immediately at 9 o'clock. Yeah. It needs to come back down and retest. It can not retesting us in. Okay, yes, retest. But now this rejection, I'm taking this more of a CRT. Because why is it coming down so aggressively? I'm going to take this as a CRT. Because that's too much of an aggressive push down. It was a bit more slow and controlled. Like last time, I'll look into it, but this is way too strong. And to meet rejection. So that's how we look at our bias, because right now I'm seeing that price fall in the bearishness. It stops just about there. This should be the one to wrap up our challenge. See? Yeah, pretty much. This pop is like exactly the trade that we took today. That's I knew. And what time this happened? 9:30. Yep, 9:30 rejection. Okay. But there we go. That's 1.68. So we're at 14.38. That would just put us above 50%, which is accumulatively what you'd want to get for that platform. But you guys can just see how this will play out for you. That is the one candle mechanics. We had a bit of CIT, had a bit of CRT as well. If at any point you guys got confused, go in the link in the description and book a free call with us. We will help you out and actually identify the key factors that are holding you back from profitability, because from this backtest you can see it's pretty simple to execute on a higher level. And as well, if you guys want to watch the entire free course I made and full course I made on this over 4 hours, you can watch this video right over here.